So Grant was here, and Nick was on top, and he was. I think Nick had like his knees up against Grant's hip here, and so it allowed Grant to get this in, which was his like first way to kind of release some of the pressure off of this.
Yeah.
And then he wound up getting both of them, and so I think he must have had. Oh yeah, is his arms in?
Oh, was he like, you said north south?
I think it was actually like.
From here.
I think it was more like from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Right, and so he grabbed here and created a little bit of pressure,
Yeah.
and then he grabbed both legs, and so Nick couldn't finish. And he's like, dude, what the heck? And so Grant's cue was to put his knee on my hip, almost like a knee on belly, so that you're blocking me from holding onto my legs.
Yeah.
But that was a cool little tip. We just did the north-south, scoop and tried to push off. I forget what else we did defense-wise. But we were just working. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. What do you do? Like I get to hear a lot in no-gi. I feel like I'm like up in here, and I'm wondering like, what do you do in order to bait or lure in anacondas and darces? Or like, what are your indicators that you're like, I'm gonna go and finish an anaconda here and darce? And then where do my legs need to be in relationship to my choke side? Am I always on the same side? Or am I like perpendicular?
Yeah, their whole, that goes where Taylor tells us you gotta give them an escape route.
Yeah.
But in order to give them a good escape route, you gotta confine them. So what I think of whenever I'm going north-south, it's gonna be hard for me to.
That's fine.
No, but what I'm saying is when you come up here, what I want you to think of, without you doing it, I want you to think of getting your elbows in my armpits so that I'm fully extended. I think I'm gonna be able to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What that does is allows you to compress me. Now I'm suffocating. You're not really smashing me, but your elbow position in my armpits are pinning me.
Yeah, using my elbows to bring your arm higher.
Right, and so then once you get this, all I want is to get my head to one side. Whichever head goes over, that's where I trap that part of the neck. And they're gonna think that, okay, your arm's here, so I gotta turn away. And that's when you snatch that darce or anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
It's in this position because my hands are already compromised. But when I feel like this hand's gonna come out, that's when you immediately go for that darce. So if you're here in this north-south, getting your elbows in, sprawl your legs back. So you're not really on your thighs at all.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna go chest to chest here, and I'm smothered. You
Yeah.
can almost smother your legs. So go down to your elbows, bring your elbows all the way down to the mat.
Well, right. This one.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, but you see how the pinning process is right here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this. So now you're giving me this open because of your shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're sprawled out, either on your knees or your active toes, if your weight is on my chest. You're being nice now.
Yeah, right.
But I want you to feel that, and then alleviate a little bit of pressure on the shoulder. So then once I go here, you're gonna swim in with this hand under my neck. And then you really either grab my neck or grab my armpit. You got the leg, grab my armpit with this hand, grab the back from my armpit right there. Yeah. Now you see you have the choice of where I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
So allow me to roll this way, or I think I'm gonna come this way, and then I'm gonna just get myself trapped. So I'll show you.
Throw it on me.
Yeah. So I kind of, and if your shoulder's overextending, is that good?
That's okay.
Yeah. So, but what I do is I start trying to get here. So usually I'm stuck here,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to get my elbow right in here.
Right.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm being nice, but I would normally just smash it right here.
Mm-hmm.
So right here. So if you feel like you're gonna get a little opening, you might reach up here, and I'll start coming here.
Mm-hmm.
Or I come in and I try to keep it there. And I'm trying to get perpendicular here. But I'm holding that neck and I'm really clamping that elbow to your forehead. I'm just trying to be nice about it right now. But I get mostly anacondas and dorses or Japanese neckties from side control. For the north-south, I just go right to north-south choke. I don't even bother for an anaconda, because I can usually,
What's the north-south choke?
it's where I drop my shoulder under your chin. And the defense for you is really simple, but if I can get it, I could get the head arm. I'm just basically harder and deep, dropping my shoulder under your chin, and I'm sinking in, neck crank, dropping my shoulder like this. Your defense is to get either one of these forearms under my chin. Don't let me get my forehead in that. The way I sink that in is I'm trying to drop my elbow on my shoulder to my wrist, under your chin.
Do it again, set it up again.
I gotta get this floating ribs so that you turn your head away. Your defense is to put this chin in my floating ribs, not let me get it. So, because that's where it's less effective in the gi, but you can still get it. So, what I end up doing is that I just do this head arm control. I can't get the arm. I'm trying to control the hips. I want this hand completely by the wrist. I'm getting in and I'm sinking my hips down. I'm trying to get my shoulder there. I'm trying to turn your chin away from me. And it's going to feel like a neck crank. It might until I just start.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
And what's my defense?
When you see me, first of all, don't let me get this down by your head. Get this
Right,
under my
so I can
chin.
protect.
Or get this under my chin if you can't. Like for some reason I'm burying this.
Right.
Get this under my chin and don't let me put my whole submission is gonna be, I gotta get my forehead to the mat and I'm sprawled like this. And I'm trying to bring, and then I'm gonna S-grip and really try to bring that shoulder in. It's that compression. But if I don't get my head to the mat, I can't compress. So the space between my face and the mat is what you're worried about. If I come in here, first off, chin into my ribs. You might suck in some sweat. Don't let me turn your face the other way. I don't like that. Yeah. If I start doing this, frame on my chin, don't let me get this elbow in. If I get this one down, your left one's gonna come under my chin, and I want you to roll this way. I lose that space. So the whole thing is, I'm trying to slink and slither, position your chin to go that way. I'm neck cranking you, or I'm trying to put you to sleep.
I just thought, you know, do you follow Kirk or Osiander? That big crazy dude.
Yeah. He's like somebody I grew up with.
Oh, yeah?
He's out of Torrance or Redondo.
Yeah. He was just showing a, what's he calling it, a slingshot choke? Swing choke?
I've probably seen that. I don't know.
Alright. It was,
Gi or no gi?
it was gi.
I'll show you what I do for side control. I get people in side control, but they're so big.
Oh, here it is, spin choke.
I'm here like this on center, and my hips are dipping, right? And so, meanwhile, usually
from
I'm
behind.
my cross face with my middle finger all the way to their armpit, and that's where I keep pressure. If I don't want them to move, but now I want to start to make an attack. I'm gonna go with my thumb right in the middle of the spine, and I'm gonna make a fist. I'm gonna bring my knees up, keeping them wide and low. I'm gonna bring my hand under like this. And what I'm gonna slowly do is I'm gonna open my shoulder, and you can see my hand starting to come through because I don't need to make that much separation. As soon as my hand dives into the hole, I lean my head. And then I'm gonna walk around. Finish the choke.
Kitchen, right? Throw on?
Yeah. Well, I was going to show you the darts as far as it's usually from side control. And if I get this arm, I want this shoulder tank here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cup the head and bring it in. That's when I do either anaconda. Or
This way.
they come this way, and I do darts. But from here, usually,
Too bad, Jordan.
no, it doesn't matter. They usually have my leg. They can have my leg all they want. But what I try to do is either get this here, and then I'll bring it in, or they'll get in here, and then I'll just connect to their head. Sometimes I'll just do like it's like what do you call it, necktie? I forget what it's called. But anyways, and it's like a Japanese necktie, crank the neck and it creates a submission. But with the Darces, I don't usually have success because they're going away from me, I can't really get them.
Are you looking to get this arm across all the time? Are you kinda just like that, I like that, you like that control, if somebody's gonna throw that out, like if we're to switch it up,
Yeah.
and we're here, and you're framing, right?
Yeah.
We're framing with me, and I want to. Is it just like? I'll be gentle here.
Yeah, you're
but
good.
it's like, am I just always trying to get this to go across?
I just
your
put enough weight
chin?
so it's not framing. They think they're framing,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's like.
Or what if we're here? Same thing. It's like, we're inside control. You're pushing off.
Yeah.
Bam. If I wanted to, for whatever reason, it's like, would you always kind of accept this?
I wouldn't even go from here to the neck. Like, would not even worry about this one.
Mhm.
Because now this shoulder's pinned and I have no frame.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll use this because their only answer is to turn in.
Yeah.
Or if they go away, they're giving you this head and arm triangle.
Mm-hmm.
So any head and arm triangle.
I need to work on that more, I think.
So the head and arm triangle is just the same concept. It's just right here. You got long enough arms where you can darce it.
Mm-hmm.
So from here, think of all your weight's going to be on this shoulder. So I know your weight's on your knees right now.
Yeah.
Go to your toes and sprawl out a little bit. That little change of position pins my far shoulder, and I can't frame.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just pushing this in.
Yeah, you need to bring that forehead to the mat. Now, if you can S grip with this palm up, and now
So that's in your, yeah.
Now I want you to roll your shoulder, almost thinking like you're going to your wristwatch on this thread, and
Mm-hmm.
you're rolling that shoulder. And if you don't feel like you're getting the jawline, reposition, go slow and scoop down on my chest with this shoulder, and then scoop under. So scoop,
Like
go
here?
back, yeah, go back down, and then scoop under my chin.
Mm.
That's the adjustment right there. And you hear me talking.
Yeah.
So for what I think Grant was talking about is like when someone's gonna set you up with that head and arm triangle, yeah, you wanna answer the phone, but when that person's really proficient at it, I try to tell my son, I was like, grabbing, like,
Yeah.
trying to get out.
Right.
You're trying to get out. You're not just rocking to keep safe. You gotta answer the phone, and then,
Right.
because that creating that space is timing. Because as you're feeling this pressure, as soon as you get the arm, let me get the arm right. Here, you can feel this pressure, but the moment I move you, that collapses.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to avoid you getting. So I go from this and get in that sprawl position, nice pressure. I need to time it so that I go from this to this immediately
Mm-hmm.
without giving you this little compression. So, I mean, I'm trying to get my son, you gotta escape, because there's this kid in his other gym that gets him in the head and arm all the time. I'm like, you gotta answer the phone, you gotta escape. But the problem is I haven't had to work that escape at all. I know the escape, but I haven't drilled it, so I haven't told him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to get him to digest it. He's like, I don't know how to do it. I go, I get it. I understand. And you just gotta drill it. You gotta defend before. You know he's gonna go to that, just start defending before. He defends too late. He doesn't keep his grips long enough. He doesn't frame long enough. But he's rolling good with Sam's kid. There's 10 bigger than my son.
Oh, really?
He's 97 pounds. My son's 80 something. I've heard that choke called. I haven't worked it. I haven't drilled it. I know you've seen it too, but I forget what they call it. I heard it called something else. What'd you call it?
You call it a spin choke.
Spin choke. Clock.
No. So we're here normally, and now it's here, gripping, and then I start doing this thing. Boom. This comes through. Coming around. But nice, I do from here a lot. lot, I do the paper cutter, right? So it'll be here and across and through. This is the, oh, they did it in Honda with the leg across.
I don't know.
This one here.
No, no, not the time.
This one here is the Conto,
Alright.
which I don't get it as much as I feel like I should.
Could it be your hip and knee range of motion?
Well, it feels like it's here, it feels like maybe I need to, like,
You know what I think?
or I need to turn my blade into your carotid.
I feel if you slide your heel back more, it's cranking my head more. Yeah, but really hook that heel under the knee. Yeah. And now, yeah.
Hmm.
It's more the heel, not this. This position's fine. It's just bring that heel underneath my neck and head and get my head caught. Right now it's like cranking, but it's not hurting.
Yeah,
So,
but I wonder if I,
a hamstring curl? That's not.
yeah, so that's me putting my knee, so this is me just like on your, like knee on your chest, this is me trying to get it to the mat.
Yeah, that hamstring curl with the knee driving, those.
The right one.
I don't do that one that often. It's my hips. I've never tried this one. So you come in here, to the back, and my arms.
Alright, yeah, I'm here, just still framing.
Yeah, see, I don't think
I think it's this other arm, isn't it? What did I do?
I didn't feel comfortable with it now.
Okay.
We'll drill it later, but right now I'm like,
Yeah.
let me try this.
It's kind of a play off of the scissor sweep, or off of the paper cutter. So if I'm gonna do paper cutter, and I'm here, cross face, and I wanna bring this over and pull the shoulder down to paper cutter, this is like, well, I can't bring it over, cause for whatever reason, so I just leave it there. So it's kind of like two options, if I can get, does that make sense? Can you see that?
Yeah, where I'm stuck in thinking is, and that's a question, do you ever set it by grabbing the collar first and then wrapping around the face second?
On the Conto?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're always grabbing the collar.
No, but, no, what I mean is, you set up, the paper cutter, I'm sorry, paper cutter, you set it up here first.
Yeah.
But I've seen people, cause we all know where that's going, but I've seen people set up that way.
Grabbing the shoulder first?
Just one or the other, and is it less effective?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters, right? Cause I've
No.
been seeing, I go, oh, okay, you can set it without telegraphing.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can go thumb in
Yeah,
from the top,
yeah,
so we could be rolling here and I could be, yeah, we could just be like this, and I could be holding control, you know?
yeah.
And then just go to it. Or I can be here, and you know, a lot of times this is just deeper,
Yeah.
you know, cause now I'm so much, I'm grabbing
Yeah.
so much deeper on the collar. Sometimes it's too deep, like for you, that was hard to get my arm over. So,
Try this quadrature or whatever. Side control. It's hips, armpit, I can't reach your armpit. Pressure. This is where it was.
this was hand in, here, or,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
not hand in,
I
palm
got
up,
I got you.
yeah, and then you're spinning around this across my neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah. Yeah, that already sucks.
So he just grabbed the material back here,
Well, he wouldn't, right
or he did grab this?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when he did the fist, I was like, oh, can you just grab there?
But that's a great, cause I mean, we're already, we're playing under here, you know, you're trying to cross face, it's like, okay, I can grab this and see if I'm gonna get, you know, are you gonna let me through here? You know, Tanner has been teaching if you're down. If I wanna get your back, you know, Tanner's been teaching like this control rather than this control, right? So, it's like, okay, well, there's only one way for you to go here, it's that way. I'm inviting you, and I still have, in Tanner's like law of underhook, this is an underhook, but this is an underhook, and so is this.
I've been doing that a lot.
You know,
yeah.
so they're like, it is still the underhook, it's just a different way to look at it. So if I'm, you know, yeah, so that's like sort of one of my back options. So if I was gonna play that, you know, and we're here, and I wanted to grab this, and just, you know, kind of, as I've been doing this, and you're like, not, oh, yeah, Tanner just taught that, I'm not gonna give you my back, it's like, okay, cool. And we can, you know, now I can come in here
You want the front
and grab, you know, yeah, and I still have like, you're not really thinking of this, now it's kind of too late.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that more often, I just don't. I was default to the north-south choke. And
Yeah.
then Sam was saying this thing, like from grabbing the cross collar in the same side sleeve. So I asked him, what's the difference between doing this and doing this? Can you be more effective or less effective? He's always teaching this cross collar choke. He goes, I always do this cross collar because I can always convert this to a loop choke or a frame. Whereas here, I don't have that. So that was just one little detail that I got from him in the last week. When we teach the kids, we were teaching some kind of daily EVA type. Anyways, he kept telling them the cross collar, and the kids were doing it on this. I go, look, it'll still work there, but let's do what the professor said. And I asked him, and the adults, I didn't know why, but I told him, because you taught that. He goes, no, they could do both. But I like this, 99%. He goes, Tanner used to always do same side collar, and now he's developed the cross collar because he's starting to see these too. So anyways, I thought that was a good pointer.
Yeah, I like that.
So whenever we go, he's been teaching every time it's a cross collar same side.
Uh-huh.
So his position is either he's posting up high on his shoulder with his knee tight, so that progressive guard right there, or if I start standing up, now you're pushing on that shoulder, and you're really tense here. So whatever I do, you're just setting up a tripod sweep or whatever
Yeah.
it is. You need to go transition to hips, putting your feet on the hips, just sweeping over your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to start doing that. And this is over here.
I don't know if I don't think I was doing this with you. I don't know who I was doing with it. But I was doing this a bunch and just bringing people down and just flipping them over here, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, just a silly thing that I wasn't doing. I was just always keeping people at bay,
Catching that.
just keeping them at bay. And I was like, I need to keep them at bay, let them come in, and then,
Well, you've got good knee
You know.
shield there, and you can just elevate your
Yeah.
knees, yeah.
I never do group chokes. And I should, because I'm always here.
I have trouble getting them.
It doesn't feel very tight, that does. Is that tighter?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was cranking, I'd finish. Yeah.
Can you get this one? Is there an arm? Can you get one there?
Up here?
I don't know.
No, not
No,
me.
no. Maybe not. Because you should be able to do that from close guard. Yeah, you don't. I feel like I should get it more, but I don't.
You wanna start in spot? You wanna-
I'm
Good.
I feel like I need to work on it. I'm good. You guys will fine.
That's what I was trying to do. But I think if you get it here, I'm stuck. I've lost it here.
You use that arm?
No, well,
Oh, no.
because you're bringing it down. It doesn't do me any good. I'm actually giving you more of a choke.
Well,
So here, I was just worried about keeping this elbow off the mat. I was losing that battle, obviously.
Yeah, if you pull my elbow up, you got it. We'll count that as-
You said keep going?
no,
Oh,
no. Just for point of reference.
wasn't sure if I get my hips out, but I got you.
Yeah, but just as, if that's what trainer's wanting you to go to.
Yes, no, I get
See
it.
it?
I get it. Yeah. You're right, I transition back to the legs.
I did that for the longest time. It's just one more step to stand up, you know?
Yeah, I
You're
could
in a way
probably,
better spot.
I could probably use this grip to technically get it. Cool. All right.
Sucks, huh?
I feel like I'm gonna post on your knee too much.
Oh, just go slow.
I got you.
But just have that.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I appreciate that.
No. The other way.
You're saying
Advance it.
advance.
Yeah, advance into me with pressure. I mean, you can control that.
No, I know, that's what I'm trying to
Just-
think is, what I
I'm gonna put this up, I'm gonna put that up. So,
So I'm just thinking, I'm not worried about the grip, I was just trying to think of tension or pinning.
yeah, for me, actually, this is stupid.
No, I get it, that's why I was like,
You know?
he's right, I had this control.
But what I'm looking at is like, we're here, I'm a step away from being neutral. I'm losing here.
Yeah.
So you should don't let me come back up, which you're not doing anything to avoid me from coming back up right now.
No, I know, well, and this is where I got stuck, because I was like, okay, I can't break this. And I was concerned about this, instead of just going like this, okay, fine, if I can't break it, I should have just pinned it, and then advanced.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking when you told me, I
Uh-huh.
was like, oh yeah. So you had this grip.
Yeah.
I went here, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna default to falling on my ass. But I should just went,
There you go. Even that, or even just stand there and just like block one of my feet with your knees as you're down on 2 knees. That's what I would do. Go down. When you're here and you're getting ready to sit up. Right. Yeah, I think so. Like that. So I just like
yeah,
over here.
yeah.
Just take that one away and take that one away. Now at least you have to do something in order to pop up. But from back here, I was here and you were there. All you have to do is sit up. And I'm not, even if you,
Yeah.
you know, even if you're grabbing here. Yeah, now I'm in a worse spot. So that's what I'm looking at. From here, like right here. Yeah, like you're dominating,
Yeah.
but all I got to do is move until you block me. Now I can't move. Now I have to deal with this. So you're a step. You were 1 step better. Now you're 2 steps better as far as staying on top. Yeah, if we're just here, neutral, you got to get up right away. Yeah, and then block something. Yeah, and then I'm gonna come over here and decide what to do there.
north-south should be like impossible or not impossible, difficult to get in the gi. But you can see how it's an effective position to just stuff you. At least, I don't know how much you were trying to work for. But I couldn't finish. I couldn't get transition to head and arm from the north-south. I was trying to see it set up, but I feel like I'm more successful from side control, but even with you, I can't get the head and arm.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it, I'm just saying that's,
All I was thinking about was if you control my head, but you don't control my hips, then I have a way out.
I was
And so I just kept trying to
rotating.
play the hip game. And you were leaving a big spot, but you did a good job of pulling my arm away. You did a good job of like recovering that. And you didn't sacrifice your cross face in order to get to retain your hip. So that was hard for me because I was kept waiting for you to get rid of this arm so I could protect my head again, but you never did.
Well,
So
yeah.
I gave me this space, and then I was just sitting there, and I was like, I got my chin out, so I knew I was safe, and I was just kind of sitting there. I didn't like you
I was trying to control you, right?
have this arm, but once I felt like your arm was all the way over here, and your body was over here, I was like, oh, he's gonna fall this way.
I'm trying to set up today's choke, which I knew you would know, but I was like, I don't feel comfortable entering it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have my good base because you were keeping your hips mobile. I wasn't worried about you and Birdie so much as I was worried about you regarding and shielding back in. So my thing is I was like, I'm not gonna get a submission, but let me pin the shoulders. That's why I really was focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think you'd give me an arm on that. I just was like, all right, I'll try to maintain my position. When you finally did sweep me, I thought I was gonna be able to counter. Like I'm not like all right, here we go, and you just your momentum was just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. I don't got it. I don't got it. Let me check. You can be your mark. Take tomorrow off.
I don't know.
Okay.
See how my leg feels. Felt okay right now.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. 8:56. You gotta be somewhere. I gotta run some errands. I work today.